Hi, this is Mike Blisman. This video is a little different than my normal Hughes Solutions promotional videos or where I talk about project planning and how we address those things. More of a personal finance issue. A lot of my friends that I've been talking to are having some issues with reduction of income, loss of job, those kind of things, and they're basically worried about how they're going to pay their bills. A lot of them have car loans, multiple credit cards, maybe student loans, etc., etc. Back in early 2009, I was in a similar place. I received an email from my employer, 2 levels above anybody that I knew in management, basically explaining that I was getting a pay cut effective the next paycheck. That kind of threw me into a little bit of a spin as far as how I was going to deal with my situation, because I was pretty well maxed out as far as cash flow and expenses and all of that. So here's what I did. I called all my creditors the next day. I gathered all the information. Who do I owe money to? Who are the contact numbers? Make a list. What's the balance? Interest rate? All that. Understand where you're at. You can do it in a night. It's not that hard. If you're locked up under a pandemic, you got some time on your hands anyway. So spend one day, get that together. Next day, call every one of those creditors and ask them, basically tell them, you have a lot of concerns about your ability to stay current on your bills due to the COVID-19 crisis and its effect on your income. And you would like them to tell you what options are available to you. And then wait for them to answer and have them answer. You may be surprised. There are some reputable companies. Now, mine was not COVID-19. Mine was 10 years ago. It was a major recession. And it was a trigger event of having my pay cut arbitrarily by management. When I made those phone calls, I was very pleasantly surprised by several of them. They gave me a 0% interest rate. They immediately reduced my minimum payment. They even went so far as to tell me that I could, if I was going to have any trouble making the next month's payment, to try to tell them 2 or 3 days ahead of time before it was due, and they could bump it out if necessary. So that was what was available to me. I was really pleasantly surprised by it. There were a few of those companies that tried to refer me to their credit counseling and debt consulting services, which I didn't need because I hadn't missed any payments yet, and that wasn't the reason of the call. I wanted to find out what I could do to speed up my payoff of all my current debts so I could get my expense level down. You can do the same thing. Remember, call them, every one of your creditors, tell them that your income's been negatively affected by the COVID-19 crisis, and ask them what options are available to them to help you. And see what happens. Send me a note if you want to share your experience based on this. Also, if you want some help organizing it, maybe making a spreadsheet or something to help you track your expenses for a quicker pay down. I've done it before. I can help out with that too. Just want to help people kind of get past this and surface stronger so that 10 years from now, when the next crisis pops up, we're all in a really good spot and ready for it. Anyways, best of luck to you, and talk to you soon.